Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nico, or better known as Slow F30, and in today's video, I'm going to be fixing my coolant bleeder screw on my 2018 340i. So everyone, I searched everywhere for a video on this, and I cannot find one. But you can see here, I put my phone flashlight on here, just coolant, just pissed all around the bleeder screw. So everyone, I went ahead and just passed 100,000 miles on my 340, and one of the main things I see issues about the B58 is around 100,000 miles. Pretty much the main issues are just cooling issues. So thermostat, water pump, you name it. So everyone, I didn't film it, but I did already replace my mechanical water pump. That did end up going out about 4,000 miles ago, so replace that. And then now we have this issue. Everyone, this won't be a big deal or hard fix. All I gotta do is essentially, once you've already basically got the pressure out of the system, I already have this loose already, so no more pressure in there. Just take a flathead or a big Phillips, unscrew that, take that out, and put your replacement in. And if you need to, depending on how much coolant you lost, bleed the system, but I should be fine. All right, everyone, so I really do not have the best lighting in here right now at the moment, so I'm gonna try my best to show you what I'm doing. But right now, this is the biggest flathead I have, so hopefully it'll work. Oh yeah, that came off way too easy. Way too easy. Yeah, I'm thinking either it cracked loose on its own, or it's literally just cracked. I'll try to take a look here in a second. Oh, don't go bye-bye. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'll try to get a better shot later on. That thing got damaged. That is not good. So there's definitely some kind of probably plastic shavings in my coolant. I know I'm gonna sound crazy for saying this. I'm not too worried about, because this was literally just completely emptied and bled less than like a week ago. So, you know, unless something major was happening with this, should be fine. Which, I mean, right now I'm touching it. I'm not really getting any plastic shavings off it. So honestly, I think it's fine, but time will tell. Everyone, I don't know how well focused this is, but what I have here is a aluminum bleeder screw instead. This is from ECS Tuning. I'll try to get the part number focused on here. If not, I'm gonna have it obviously linked in the description below, but fail safe, instead of replacing with a plastic one, might as well do an aluminum one. Everyone, so here it is. Overall, build quality is very nice. So what I'm gonna do is, there's already leaky coolant right here from that bleeder screw. I'm gonna go ahead and just dab some on my finger and just put it around that O-ring seal. Kind of similar to what you're supposed to do with the oil filter housing O-ring when you do an oil change. Kind of same thing here. You just want to lubricate that seal with whatever fluid it's going to be in contact with. So in this case, coolant. Sure, my O-ring is in there still. Yep, just sitting at the bottom, but get that screwed in. And with this, you do not want it, you know, torqued down or anything. Pretty much a good old hand tight. So what I'm gonna do here is, I got a hand tight, and take the flathead and just do one good little, right there, boom, done. That's all you need, nothing crazy. Everyone, so while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and take this microfiber. It's already dirty and not coming back. So what I'm gonna do is take this and just, you know, I'll do a good detail of the engine bay later on, because overall this entire engine bay is dirty. But I wanna try to clean up as much coolant as I can from around this area, so that when I go ahead and do a test drive later on, I know if it was, you know, just that was leaking, or if there was something else. But for what I can see, I'll put a video up on screen right now, but it was just bubbling out of here. Everyone, so without a good detail brush, it's pretty much the most I'm gonna be able to get. I'll just be able to take a mental note, remember, this is what it looked like. I don't know if you can get a good look in there. I'm gonna try my best to get in there. Try my best to get a good look in there for you guys, but if you can see, we are definitely below the minimum right now. But good news is, even though it's below the minimum, it's not like the tank's completely empty, so I shouldn't have to bleed the system, just top it off. All right, everyone, so what I have here is 2 gallons of distilled water. You wanna make sure it's distilled water, or later on, you might have some corrosion, bad news in your engine bay. And then I also just have the genuine BMW antifreeze concentrate. So what you gotta do is just do a 50-50 mix. The reason I got 2, well, nice to have coolant on hand, because at the end of this, you'll have 2 full gallons of pre-mixed coolant. A little bit more. All right, everyone, so right about there seems to be the sweet spot, about the half mark. Could be a little off, but it is what it is. But yeah, that thing got chewed. I don't know how, but whatever. All right, everyone, so we're about to go ahead and top off the coolant. I was able to go ahead and get that as 50-50 ish as I possibly could. Wouldn't be surprised if I actually did a test on this and it was like 52, 48, you know, yada, 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 but whatever. It's not a huge deal. And then I went ahead and poured half of this jug just back into the remaining of the concentrate that was in here. So there you go, 2 full gallons of pre-mixed coolant now. Now, everyone, if you were to ask me, I'd go ahead and say that it was a perfect execution, right at the max level line. But I'm gonna go ahead and start her up and see you for good. Good morning, everybody, or whatever time you're watching this. I probably look like a hot mess because I just rolled out of fucking bed to come do this. But I'm gonna go ahead and start up my car and see if we have any more coolant leak issues. And trash man did me fucking dirty, bro. Also, one more thing I wanted to mention was way back there, if you can kind of see that blue kind of connector right there, that's from my fuel line to my port injection. That was pissing fuel the other week, and I completely forgot to vlog it, so my bad. But honestly, I just had to get it fixed because that shit was pissing fuel. Got my leftover pre-mixed coolant right there, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the engine now. I'm gonna let the water pump and thermostat move, see if it drops any more, just from if there's any air pockets or anything. Put the cap back on, take it for a quick little drive, and then come back and see. That's that E85, baby! Look here though, I don't know how well you guys can really hear or see it, but it looks like we're so far so good. The car is nowhere near warmed up yet, but I went ahead and topped it off a little bit because it did drop just a tad bit. So I topped it off, and right about now, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes after it was running, is when you started to see a little bit of coolant leaking from the bleeder screw, which, as you can see here, completely dry, besides obviously some residue from the original leakage. I'm not gonna lie, I went a little bit over the max fill line inside the coolant tank, but honestly, that's not really a huge deal. Honestly, probably by the time the water pump turns on, thermostat starts collecting coolant, it's probably gonna cycle and drop down a little bit lower as well. Seems like we are so far so good. Obviously, you can't really get the car up to temp fast, at least without driving, and so I got it up to about a quarter of the heat that's within the engine, or just below operating temperature. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a spin, let it get up to operating temp, come back, check, no leaks, good. So the moment of truth, just got back from the drive, let's see. And no, we are completely clear. So I'm pretty sure that fixed the issue of my coolant leak. Everyone, so takeaways from this video are going to be pretty much across the board with any BMW. Replace all the plastic pieces that you can. Now, as I said, I believe yesterday, earlier in the video, guys, I just passed 100,000 miles on this car. So, I mean, it's kind of common, realistically, B58, but also all BMWs, and you start to get a little bit higher on the mileage, that pretty much a lot of your cooling pieces go out. Like I said earlier, example, water pump already went out, replace that. Now this little bleeder screw on the coolant expansion tank. Everybody, I'm gonna leave a link down below to all the products used in this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.